Go ahead.
I guess I should talk. I'm Andy Cohen, I'm president of Rock Properties at Town Terrace. And when I came to this county, everybody told me it's fiscally conservative. And I said, well, that's good. So I'm fiscally conservative. Investors are we're all fiscally conservative. We like that. I think that's a good thing. Doesn't mean we came to Town Terrace and said, I'm not going to spend any money. That's not conservative, and that's just doing nothing. And we spent over $2 million to improve it. I would probably argue there's not another corner of the county that has changed as much as Town Terrace has in the last 3 years. It's really improved a great deal, and a lot of the credit goes to residents who respected what we did, and they work hard. Many of them have jobs, some are disabled, some don't, but it's got a lot of working people there, and everybody's contributed, led by Leo Skrelly, to make that place better. Now we're asking to finish it for a loan from this fund from the county. I know I read in the papers that it's $1.8 million. People tell me it's fiscally conservative. They want to save it for a rainy day. I'm wondering when is the rainy day? It seems like it's been raining for a while in Lebanon County. There's workers who want jobs, and this would provide for that. The residents get a better place to live. We get to attract better people to that part of the county, which is part of our goal. It seems like everyone wins when we allocate this money. It's already been taxed. It's already been raised in fees. I'm not sure who we're waiting to give it to. Is it someone else down the road? People have already paid the money. It seems like the county should get it back. As a businessman, is it going to go in my pocket? It can't. Absolutely not. It's actually, we're looking for a loan. We're not even looking for a grant. Even if it was Habitat for Humanity getting a grant, how are you going to make sure Habitat Humanity doesn't walk away with the money? It's the same documents we would have to sign to make sure that we use it for the intended purpose. Habitat Humanity could take the money, build a house, and sell it. $400,000, $500,000. That's what the market's bearing in some of these places now. It was a couple of years ago. So there's definitely restrictions that have to be signed. We have the state. Well, so we're a business, true, but are we going to profit on it? No. Are we going to raise the rents? No, we actually can't. It's just the opposite. We can't make more money if we get the if we get the grant. There's restrictions imposed on us as an affordable housing grant. The federal government gives us about $45,000 every month. So we get money from the federal government. How do they do it? They do it through the Lebanon County Housing Authority, Brian Hoffman's operation. He funnels it through to us with Section 8. So we're already getting money from the federal government. We're already getting money from a county entity. The state wants to give us $575,000 in energy efficiency grants, but they want to see a match at the local level. They want to see local support. I talked to Berks, Skolko, Lancaster County. None of them discriminate against businesses coming for affordable housing funds. They all use it for profit or nonprofit. If they said we only give money to nonprofit ventures, maybe they would be accused of socialism. And I know it's not socialism, but it might sound that way to them. They encourage businesses, good businesses in their community, to come forward and provide better affordable housing. Would it open a can of worms? Government is a can of worms. You guys do a great job juggling that, and I commend you for that. What happened to some of these landlords downtown who are doing a decent job, want to come in and fix up their buildings? Would that be a bad thing? I don't think so. I think you should encourage those people to come forward. If somebody wants to fix up one of these pockets the way we did at Town Terrace, and the commissioners have the ability to give a loan to that person, I would encourage that. I would get more landlords down here. I think that's a good thing. So I would hate to see the commissioners of Lebanon County be the only government entity say we're not going to support a business in Lebanon County. We got we got plumbers here. Who's our plumber? Yeah, there he goes. He's doing work at our property every week. And we got the landscaper and the guys. He does a lot of work for us in other ways too. These guys, they say we want to save the money for a rainy day. It's raining now. These guys have families to feed. You have the ability to give the monies back to the people who put it in. That's fiscal conservatism to me. We look for a loan. We're asking for a loan of $295,000. We're going to be spending, if the day that loan comes in, we're going to be spending $950,000 in this county. Right? And everybody wins. I can't see one person who loses. If we keep that money and hold on to it tight, thinking that's the conservative way. It's the conservative way. That's the first reaction is the right reaction. Don't spend it. Eventually, got to give it back to the people who paid it. I know taxes are going up. You can't just hold the money. You got to give it back to people. We've paid over $300,000 in property taxes the last 3 years. These people, the residents, we estimate pay $700,000 in income taxes in the last 3 years since we've been there. All the working people we have there. So not doing it to me is a lose-lose. That's why I'm so passionate about it. I'm not going to make 1 cent off of this grant. And these guys have lawyers who can make sure we don't. The same way Habitat Humanity doesn't make 1 cent off the grant. So by not giving it to us, everybody loses. Everybody. I don't see one person who doesn't lose. By giving it to us, I think everybody in this county wins. And hopefully you can do it 10 times more. Hopefully you get, instead of 1.8, you get $5 million in that fund. And imagine what downtown would look like, some of these pockets that are still run down. Last time I was here, you told me I owed an apology, and I'm going to apologize. I didn't, a little, you know, in the moment I didn't know what you were talking about. As you know, I checked my records. We did send a letter out in December 2008 that was inappropriate. It did not follow proper procedure about transferring gas. And it's not how we do business, and I do apologize for that. And to Brian also for sending a letter out like that. As soon as we found out about it, we did correct it. But I do want to give you the apology you're looking for. So I do ask you to go on the record, put forth a motion, and take a vote to see if, or we'll work out some kind of mechanism where we make sure it works the way that benefits the county. But I would like to move our application forward. Thank you for your time.
Yep. Anyone else?
And again, I'm not directing this at any of the employee residents. I think you're all fine people. But you said it's not how we do business, coming into a community and not following the laws, basically. But yet, when I went online, I found in New Jersey where some of the insurance laws weren't followed. And it was kind of the same excuse. Well, we didn't know here that you're based in Newark, New Jersey. Thought this was interesting. And this is going to the profit motive, okay, versus the nonprofit. And it says in early 1995, he raised $10,000 each from 18 friends, including Sykerman, and leveraged that to buy a 32-unit apartment building for $480,000 in Jersey City. All those investors have got returns of 1.5 times and will continue to get more, says Cohen, who has since built up a portfolio worth $9 million with substantial support from New York City-based investment firm Oppenheiser and Close. Now Cohen wants no more than to grow at the present rate, he says. You know, I can't believe this is not a profit motive.
Isn't that the American way? Why are you holding that against
I
me?
knew you were going to say that.
As I said, I'm a fiscal conservative, and it's still win-win. I don't know. Is that you say?
I admire you for making money, but not with our housing authority, with our
And that's why I'm not going to make
affordable housing fund.
Same way, I'm not going to.
I think that comes from all of us here, and I think that we have better uses for that money.
Don't talk to me. Talk to your.
No, I'm talking to you, sir. I think you're here for a profit motive, and we have truly needy people who need that money, and not that they are not needy, but we have a whole host of people that are in need of that funding.
Andy, you said something about a rainy day we were saving for. I don't know who ever told you that.
I heard that. I mean,
well, you didn't hear it from any of us, is what I'm saying.
What are the plans for the fund?
Well, we often give the city a couple $100,000 for their first-time home buyer program. You know, and we have a county home buyer program. Anyone else? I don't see that there's going to be a motion made today, so. Do you want to make a? No, I don't think anyone wants to make a motion one way or the other. So, I would say that we're at where we were at when you came in. There's just not a motion going to be made. Okay. All right, let's move on.